I've seen in some publication somewhere that in the state of Florida, Sharia law has overtaken a township. And how do we go about reversing that? The, you know, I know it's got to be the state of Florida's job or that township to do such, but if they're not doing it, what can we do up here to get them to move on? The federal government or who?
Okay, I'll just touch. Frank says they're going to go into more depth on Sharia law later on this afternoon, but I would just say that Sharia law is incompatible with the United States Constitution. It's incompatible with our belief system and our culture. And we need to be real plain about that, and wherever we go, just simply reject this idea of Sharia law. And we should also remember that they're moving people into this country, creating enclaves. The assimilation hasn't been taking place. You can go to Europe and look at what goes on over there if you want to see what's emerging here in the United States. You saw the story on the gun running going out of Cedar Rapids this week. That's not only in Cedar Rapids, I don't think. It'd be a coincidence if it happened to be the only place in America. I think it's going on in a lot of places in America. And so I travel in and out of Europe and do as many of those negotiations as I can do. And I go into the inner cities. I go to the no-go zones in the Muslim sections of some of the major cities in Europe and walk down the streets, even though you're not supposed to go there, and take my video camera and film the transformation of, say, The Hague in the Netherlands or Brussels in Belgium. And you can see what's coming here. There's a study that was done in a book written by Mark Stein. It's called the Castro Study, where about 155 or 75 Turks came into Germany. That was 1970. By the year 2000, there were 2,850 there, and only one symbol of assimilation. That was a German girl that married in. Otherwise, zero assimilation, a silo of an enclave, a transplant from Turkey. And I have said to them, they've invited me to go over and give them a speech and tell them how to adapt to their changing society. And I say this: you cannot rebuild your culture with somebody else's children. You've got to have the babies that it takes to repopulate yourselves and grow a little. And if you don't do that, somebody else's children will bring somebody else's culture, and they will transplant themselves, and they will replace you. So that's a good place maybe to wrap this up. And I appreciate you all being here. This is going to be an exciting